Ladies and gentlemen, it is my prayer and wish that this video is going to find you when you're doing fine and we are in good health. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end. So guys, let me know where you're watching this video from. So guys, there is a very interesting development that it will come at the progression stages of this video. But on a light note, let me bring you up to speed because there is also a bad news. Some kind of a predicament that I might term it a downfall, but not per se, because people always do recover from a downfall. Why am I talking about this kind of a scenario? Scenario number one, it's about Iara and Rosio losing another iPhone at Johannesburg. We'll speak about that one. Number two, DEEMWANGO also get scammed in Jamaican Kingston, either where it's the detail of such kind of occurrences at scam shall be revealed at the progression stages of this video. So stay it put over here. So guys, without further ado, if you're coming across this video for the very first time, kindly take a moment, a second or two, subscribe on my YouTube channel, click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you instantly. To my loyal subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. My subscribers, without your support, and you are ever watching this video and my channel, this channel wouldn't be at this space. So let's dive in without ado. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube chit chat, and my name is Inezak. So let's dive in straight away. Iara and Rosio updated us on the unfortunate predicament that befell them at Johannesburg at the Mandela's Mall, that is supermarket. So what happened? They were on a meet to greet where they were meeting different kind of content creators and supporters around. But in between, Rosio discovered that she's no longer having a iPhone with her. The possibility is maybe she might have forgotten it elsewhere, or the presence of the pickpocketers in Joburg that might have taken advantage of the situation and left with the phone. That is also speaking, because that was quite unfortunate. You know, the reasons why I'm saying it's quite unfortunate a downfall, it is just barely 2 months when Rosio was snatched a handbag where the full documents were, plus another phone. Are you there? So it is a double jeopardy and a double fall that Iara took such kind of a message on his community tab, where people solely came and were in sorrow with Iara, and Iara received good messaging, encouraging messaging that most times such kind of things do happen. Most of the Joburg, Nairobi, and elsewhere, and that one also to open the Pandora box that thugs, pickpocketers are everywhere. Nowhere is safe. It's all just about being vigilant in wherever you are. But some situations, sometimes we don't have control over them, because sometimes you might be thinking that you are taking the most care of yourself and your property, and you're getting more vigilant. That is the very time that you get shocked that most of your things get lost. Other people get scammed and get robbed in a full glare public light, like it happened to Nairobi. Others in the full glare of the gun, and the public are seeing and no one could help. Others end up losing even their arms and their feet, because maybe you have got some good shoes down there, you have got some good watches, so your wrist risk going with the watch itself. Your neck risk going because they need a chain neck, which the thieves somewhere didn't see that that's their property, they have to take them. So this scenario do happen, and I'm very sorry, and I'm joining the larger YouTube fraternity and the populace who joined hands with Iara to condemn the heinous act that happened. But the irony happened, which I will speak about the irony. So before we speak about the irony, let's look at what Ayamara posted in his community tab. This is Ayamarwa. That is 15 hours ago. Ayamarwa says, "Hello family. Today is a sad day. ROCIO lost her new iPhone 14 in the mall, that is Mandela Mall, Centton, Joburg. As we had a meet and a greet with some fans, she just discovered that his phone was missing from her pocket after short activities in the mall. This is less than 2 months after the incidents in Nairobi, where we lost an iPhone. We suspect pickpocket. Kindly keep us in prayers and thank you." So this was just a very simple message that Amara was putting outside there, because everybody deserves to know what is really happening with Amara lives, because Amara do document everything, raw and uncut, what happens in their life. Are you there? But what also behooves me and baffles me is like how the haters and the naysayers united to come and mock Ayamarwa when Ayamarwa faces the downfall, when Iara and Rosio faces the downfall itself. It speaks volume, and this one also confirms that Ayamarwa himself is an enigma, and it's very difficult to be Ayamarwa. At this rate, it was full of hate and verbiage, full of hate and verbiage. So just put it here. I will need to show you how other haters and other naysayers start mocking Ayamarwa downfall. On the other hand, and an irony itself, several naysayers and negative reactors, most of they belong to the negative gang, took it upon themselves to celebrate the Ayamarwa downfall, celebrate DEEMWANGO's downfall, celebrate the ROCIO downfall. Carol celebrated and even laughed it off during her live session. On Trending also celebrated it and even smeared on the faces of Ayamarwa, terming that maybe it is how the Donatus is being activated, which is sometimes quite unfortunate. Everything Ayamarwa do, if Ayamarwa gives you a status update, doesn't necessarily mean that is Donatus. Nobody is being coerced to donate, but it is a good fact that Ayamarwa will always update you whatever the situation that is happening. It is part of the vlog, and it is part of a scene within a scene. So there's no problem with that. So that one really gives an irony when somebody faces its challenges and downfall. Therefore, we have other people who will always come and start to mock Ayamarwa, start to mock the situation itself, really speak of how we are brought up. Another great one, it took this kind of a nomadic man who has got very many kind of channels. This kind of a man, I don't know what is his problem, very toxic and narcissistic trait in nature, none other than Kungu Fanta. Satirically, he came up with a similar kind of a cryptic message to mimic and mock Ayamarwa father. So let's look at what Kungu Fanta crypted in his community tab hours ago. What really baffles me with these people is like, they always like copying everything Ayamarwa do, everything ROCIO do. Are you there? Because most of it, they can never do whatever Ayamarwa do. They would wish to have the life that Ayamarwa is living. And what really pains them is like, because ROCIO is in the life of Ayamarwa. Are you there? So this is the kind of a work of a humanizer. The Kungu Fanta, we know your past, because you are a humanizer. If you want us to tell you, we'll also tell you on the same breath. Are you there? And the fact that is you not only hate Ayamarwa, you hate Kenyans. I have a receipt against you because you hate Kenyans. You even at one point said that all Kenyans are corrupt, all Kenyans are scammers, plus their government, because they always wallow in corruption itself and poverty. Are you there? We have got that receipts about you. The person who hates Kenyans at large and view Kenyans on her hateful lens, recruiting Kenyans to be against a Kenyan. And again, he married a Kenyan. That's kind of an irony. So that kind of very many trait describes Kungu Fanta as a narcissist. Are you there? Wallowing from one YouTube street to another with a different channel, because he opens this channel, he gets debunked, open another one. He gets debunked, open another one. He gets debunked. Now, let's focus. Lest we forget. So Kungu Fanta cryptically put on this message on his YouTube channel, YouTube community tab. I mean, he's saying, have you seen my Air Jordan? Photo below. Please contact me ASAP. This is the Jordan that is so old and so creepy. You know, sometimes I wonder. There is a mockery of the highest level. He goes ahead and said, hello family. That is how Ayamaro started. So this one is satire. Mocking Ayamaro satire. Sarcastically, it could be. Today is a sad day. I lost my new size 14 Jordan because that was iPhone 14, so size 14 Jordan. In the mall. Tacoma Mall in Tacoma, Washington, close to Seattle. So this one is an imaginary kind of so Tacoma, Washington, close to Seattle Mall. That one is, what do you think? Imagery. Are you there? To reflect the Mandela Mall. As I had met and agreed with some reactors, you know, because he's a reactor and a fellow reactor, so he must script this message to reactors. He was talking to reactors and was giving reactors the direction on how to react, on what to react on. I just discovered had my Jordans was missing from my feet after short activities in the mall. This is less than 2 months after the incident in Toronto, Canada. So this in Toronto, Canada now is chiding everybody. This in Toronto, Canada now is mirroring the situation and the downfall and the predicament Christmas Reach is having in Trinidad. So he must just have to do it. Where I also lost a pair of Jordans. I suspect pig feeders. Kindly keep me in your prayers and thank you. Special note, kindly don't laugh at me or correct my chatter spaces between commas and round brackets. Please guys, forgive me. You know, that alone speak on a narcissistic trait of a man who is a humanizer, a man who is full of hatred to Kenyans at large. Are you there? Now recruiting Kenyans who are so blindfolded because of something kind of pennies. They don't think. So this is kindly satire. It's kindly sarcastic and so narcissistic in trait. You cannot come and mock a person who has already faced the challenges that is at the epitomeness of its downfall. You know, this one is not how human beings behave, but it's purely work of evil and devil mind, so to speaking. So that was Kungu Fanta, always having more than 4 channels. He opens one channel, he gets debunked. He moves to another channel, he gets debunked. He moves to the next one, just to spread his propaganda, because people are now not buying Kungu Fanta propagandas. Are you there? All he wants to create different channels so that it appears that people hate Ayamaro, people hate Christmas List, and people hate DEEMWANGO. So guys, on the other side, they also took it on social media, going live, reacting how DEEMWANGO was robbed in Jamaica, Kingston, where DEEMWANGO went to buy a pineapple. Later at the end, DEEMWANGO had paid the vendor, and the vendor maybe might have forgotten or not forgotten, or outrightly said that DEEMWANGO never paid. So DEEMWANGO paid twice. Something that DEEMWANGO was not oblivious about. But you know, the work of a lazy gang, as usual, they put and smear in the face of DEEMWANGO that the vendor could have taken more, that the vendor could have even scammed DEEMWANGO's everything in Jamaica itself. Are you there? That alone tells you how people really don't sleep, how people really want DEEMWANGO and Ayamaro family to fall into a deep problem and a deep hole where they cannot come out. But all this is about God. So let's see the whole situation, how it snarled up at Jamaican Trenchtown or Kingston, where DEEMWANGO was buying pineapple.
Nice pineapple. How much for that? 250.
You can repeat up here. I think I'm a nice fire.
Irish over here, we said Irish.
That is it.
I 1 week she had there, but she's not a nice fire.
Give you the money or not yet? Not yet. You wanna follow me in real life? Yeah, in real life, you know the team go. Just get your money ready, okay? How much for that?
Money she want, money she a go get.
Yeah.
So everything, what you receive?
From that video, it's so simple. You saw when DEEMWANGO was buying pineapple, had paid the dollar. Again, when asking this guy said DEEMWANGO has never paid. DEEMWANGO paid again. Idea. Maybe DEEMWANGO detected that this guy is coming, but never wanted to confront the man because of just a pure heart. Maybe the man needed help. So it was a kind of promotion. It said that DEEMWANGO said, let me just help and I walk away. But now the lazy gang are celebrating, the lazy gang, now cursing their tongues and cheek that DEEMWANGO ought to have been scammed big time. They're all praying tongue and cheek that DEEMWANGO falls into a bigger trouble and the problems that DEEMWANGO can never come out in it. That's how we behave. And that's how most of the time I do refer to the lazy reactor. Kungu Fanta narcissistic kind of trait to be reprobative. You know, how can you celebrate a downfall of a fellow human being? Even the least, however much you can hate, okay, you can hate somebody. But celebrating when somebody has lost something, that one is so bad. So bad. So guys, these are the people sometimes who would come and started speaking about Africa hating themselves, that about black people hating themselves. And now, Kungu Fanta is a white. Now it's the one propagating hate. So it is clearly clear that the whites are the people propagating hatred between the African society, whereby African society will find fighting themselves. So it is kind of an irony. Kenyans are being used to hate their own. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.